caught and taken down short of midfield. He's not going to get to the first down marker, and the Saints defense ends this game. Marshawn Lattimore with a big tackle on the catch by Mike Williams, and the Saints defense holds on.
Former Saints offensive lineman Zach Strief there with the call as the play-by-play man for the Saints radio broadcast of the play that sealed the victory. The Saints' third of the season. Drew Brees certainly helping the cause with 325 yards passing and a touchdown, all following an interception in the first half. 12 catches by Emmanuel Sanders as well. But for the Chargers, a fourth straight loss despite 4 touchdown passes from their rookie quarterback Justin Herbert. Here's Chargers head coach Anthony Lynn.
I mean, it affected the whole football team not having Keenan out there. Keenan is one of our playmakers. He's a good football player. But the next KJ came in and he had a chance to make a couple of plays. I thought he made a couple of catches, but it's different. KJ's playing outside. He's normally playing inside. But we just have to move some guys around, and it took a minute. But I thought the offense got the rhythm late in that second half, and I thought they put some points on the board on the big play that Justin threw the mic. And, that gave us the lead. So, we did miss Keenan, though. That young man's been kicking outstanding all year. He missed an extra point today, and he missed a field goal. I'll be the first to say he's got to do better. But we could have done some other things better as well.
Anthony Lynn discussing the injury there to Keenan Allen early in the kicking woes that contributed to the loss for the Chargers. Big loss for the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. Dak Prescott suffering the compound fracture of his right ankle, underwent surgery last night, but is back at home tonight. Unequivocal support from across the NFL community sent out to Dak Prescott following this injury. Cowboys get the win and now turn to Andy Dalton. But first, here's Mike McCarthy with his emotional reaction to Dak's injury.
I've been in contact with him throughout the late last night, and I had a chance to visit with him today, and have communicated with him a couple of times. So he's in very good spirits. I know he's excited to get home and start the journey back as you would expect from Dak. So, but he's doing okay.
Our prayers are with him. How much we believe in him, how much we're going to miss him, but at the same time, know that he's going to come back better, stronger, better than ever. It's our face of our franchise, and to have him and know that he'll overcome this. He's a driven, special man. He's our future. Anyone can overcome anything and beat Dak. This is something that our doctors feel good that he'll overcome and come back better than ever.
Stephen Jones there saying Dak Prescott still the face of the franchise on Dallas Radio 105.3. The Fan back here with James Jones and Terrell Davis, guys. So now the Cowboys turn to Andy Dalton. It led them to 3 scoring drives, including the game-winning field goal there at the end and the win over the Giants. So they're in first place right now, TD, in the NFC East. Does Andy Dalton keep them there at the end of the season?
Well, you say first place. They got 2 wins, and they're in first place in their own division. So, I mean, listen, the obvious thing is that they're in a division where you don't really have to be that good to compete. I mean, obviously, you got the Eagles. They got 1 win, 1 tie, 2 losses. So, listen, or 3 losses. Here's the deal. I like Andy Dalton. I mean, the guy who played in 135 games, right? He was 70, 61, and 2 as a starter over his 10-year career. So the Cowboys got themselves a real good backup. I mean, he's really almost like a quarterback 1, like a low quarterback 1 tier guy. So he's really a really good backup. So we saw what he did when he came in the game. He led that offense to the scoring drive, and they won that game. So yeah, I think the Cowboys are in good shape with Andy Dalton. I like Andy. I think with the Cowboys and the weapons that they have, they'll be able to really accentuate Andy's talents and be able to utilize him in a way that he wasn't used in Cincinnati. And again, just like I said about the Saints, the Cowboys' issues are on defense right now. Their defense is not playing well right now, so they have to get that fixed. But yes, the Cowboys will be okay with Andy Dalton, quarterback.
And I absolutely agree, TD. And I mean, it's tough to place a Pro Bowl quarterback, a quarterback that was playing at the caliber that Dak Prescott was playing at. But with that being said, you have a very proven backup in Dallas where a lot of teams do not have. Andy Dalton comes in the game. You do not have to change a lot. He's played a lot of football. He has 21 in the backfield. He has arguably the best wide receiver core in the National Football League. He has a lot of weapons around him. Andy Dalton is going to be just fine. He's going to come in there and play football at a high level, spinning the ball around to these young receivers out there that he has and handing it back off there to Zeke. We continue to talk about the defense. If this team wants to win this division and compete for a championship, that defense is going to have to step up. It doesn't matter who's throwing the ball at quarterback. They have to step up and be able to make plays. You played a Giants team that you gave up a lot of points and a lot of yards to a Giants team. The defense must be better for them to win ball games. But Andy Dalton is proven he will get the job done. He can help this team on offense score a lot of points out there with the weapons he has.
Help them enough to stay on top of the division, despite that defense, JJ?
Well, they got 2 wins right now, and they're on top. So, yes, Red.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to say yes.
I got you. We got one more game left here before we put a bow on Week 5, and it's coming up tomorrow, Titans and Bills. This game, of course, postponed due to the Titans' COVID-19 outbreak, which we go back all the way to September 24th when defensive back Greg Nabin was the first player to test positive. They beat the Vikings in Minnesota, then had the string of positive tests come out all through that week. Their game against Pittsburgh was rescheduled from Week 4 to Week 7, and now their Week 5 game is going off on a Tuesday here. So, James Jones, are they going to be sharp enough with only one practice really officially in their facility before this game to come out and make it a game against the undefeated Bills?
I think they will, Red, especially on the offensive side of the ball. You had a whole training camp and extra time to get ready, so I think they'll get off on the right foot on offense. The thing that really scares me when you don't have practice time and you can't get on the football field is defense and the tackling. So my thing, this Buffalo Bills offense, you're trying to stop Josh Allen in this offense. You have to be able to tackle and be able to bring these guys down, or it's going to be a lot of explosive plays. They have not played a football game in a while. They haven't been able to practice, be in the building. So tackling is going to be at an all-time high. If they can tackle, they'll be just fine in this game. The offensive side of the ball will get going. But that defense, you got to come up and you got to make tackles, no broken tackles, and that's going to hurt if you weren't able to practice.
I think for them, JJ, I think they're okay. And the reason why I think they're okay is because they played 3 games already. You know, if this was the first game of the season where they had to push the season back and, miss the first 2 games of the year, then I would be a little concerned about that. But I think they're okay. I think they know who they are. And the Titans, listen, the Titans are a team that they're not a complicated offense. They don't do a lot of tricky things, right? They pound the ball with Derrick Henry, and then they do a lot of play action with Ryan Tannehill, hit the ball deep downfield. But to me, I think it's okay. I think that if there is a team who can have a few weeks off and then get back to the field and kind of crank things back up, I think that the Titans are one who can do that. So I'm not concerned about them at all.
Yeah, I guess no better way to knock off the rust than to pound it with Derrick Henry, let him initiate some contact to get it off and shake it off a little bit for the Titans, who can certainly get it done. A battle of undefeated teams here, 3-0 versus 4-0 to finish out Week 5. So, JJ, who's your pick in this one?
With all that being said, I like the Titans in this game. TD just spoke of Derrick Henry. You're going to have to tackle him. It's going to be close, 35-34. But I like the Titans in this game because they're going to eat up that clock. They are going to have some long drives with that offense. Hopefully you get A.J. Brown back. I don't know about Corey Davis, but you get some help back at the receiver spot. I like the Tennessee Titans in this game.
A lot of points.
Yeah, a lot of points, man. Hey, listen, with all I just said about the Titans, I like the Bills in this game here. 27-21. Listen, the Bills are not about defense right now. They're about offense. Josh Allen is playing out of his mind. People are talking about him as NFL MVP, and I see why. So to me, they keep that thing rolling, 27-21. Give the Buffalo Bills a victory.
Guys, I feel like I might have gone with the Bills regardless of the Titans' COVID-19 situations. This team is too good, offense and defense. You mentioned Josh Allen as dynamic as we've seen at the quarterback spot right now, and his connection with Stephon Diggs. among the best in the league. That one looked like they've been together for a number of years instead of just 4 games. So I'm going Bills 30-22. Titans can't get the touchdown and last 2-point conversion to come back and make it a game. All right, so that's how we see this one ending up. Again, come right back with us tomorrow on NFL Total Access. We'll get you ready for the game, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, right back here with your post-game recap following the conclusion of the Buffalo-Tennessee matchup to close out Week 5. Well, how about Chase Claypool introducing himself to the NFL with a boisterous 4-touchdown performance? The rookie wideout from the Steelers.